Good afternoon, the media news. My name is David Ojo. The Independent National Electoral Commission has assured the information in the bimodal voter accreditation system used for February 25 presidential poll is intact. The Electoral Commission-led counsel Tanimu Noah gave the assurance at the Court of Appeal in Abuja while opposing the application filed by the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi on beavers deployed in the presidential poll. Noah argued that the application will delay the conduct of governorship and houses of assembly election scheduled for Saturday. The lead counsel to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Dr. Onyechi Ikwazu, had argued that the essence of the application was to enable the legal team to extract data embedded in the beavers, which represent the actual result of the polling unit. However, INEC, through its team of lawyers led by Noah, urged the court to refuse the application. Meanwhile, the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the Labour Party, Ibrahim Abdullahi, called on the electoral umpire to address the issues raised by concerned Nigerians and election observer groups during the presidential election. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has attributed the achievement of his administration in just 100 days to his resolve to positively impact lives. The governor stated these while addressing journalists on the milestone reached in just 3 months of assumption of office. Governor's office correspondent Abdurrahim Adekunlekun breaks the details.
Listen to this.
The governor, who started with a song of praise, said he came on board at a time when the atmosphere was charged, adding that he has been able to stabilize the polity because of his belief in service to humanity. He maintained that his administration remains highly ambitious as making life more bearable for the people, as his quest to deliver on people's areas of need remains sacrosanct. Governor Adeleke identified construction of 20 kilometers of road across the state, 580 million naira presented to communities, medical outreach in Iwo, Ila-Ogun, Ile-Ife, as tips of iceberg, adding that this will touch every nook and cranny of the state.
For a long time, our people were deprived of a listening government. For years, the citizenry cried for a responsive leadership. When we came on board, we filled that gap and identified for the immediate action the pressing needs of various communities.
The governor said his administration has enrolled 3,332 Osun indigenes on Osun Health Insurance Scheme, construction of broken bridge at Bokusoro, Adeke area in Iwo to forestall loss of life. He announced that the long-abandoned Oshogbo-Ikirun Road, which has been completed with over 20 kilometers, will be commissioned on Friday with street lights. The governor highlighted some of the road intervention projects being executed by his administration as well as other critical road interventions.
We deploy our 5-point agenda to the position the state has set it up on road pedestrian. To that end, Osun people should expect more robust delivery of service as well as new initiative about those new areas and follows.
Governor Adeleke said he has summoned contractors handling Oshogbo-Iwo Road to give demand quality and strict adherence to the quality standard stipulated in the bill. On agriculture, he said his administration has directed OSADEP to work out modalities for improving the sector ahead of the rainy season. He assured people of Ijesha land of the resolve of his administration to ensure a sustainable takeoff of the University of Ilesha. He also assured that efforts are ongoing to correct omission of some names in the payment of half salaries and the repayment of all outstanding half salary arrears. inherited by his administration. In the future plan, Governor Adeleke said people should expect more delivery of robust and good governance, saying his administration is working to promote tourism, climate change, healthcare, informal sector, among others. Senator Adeleke said the Osun land resources will be managed through the GIS that will ensure digitalization of landed property, saying that his administration is working with a consultant in that regard. He therefore used the occasion to solicit support of the people of Osun to vote en masse for the 26 candidates of the PDP in the forthcoming elections. Highlight of the event was the presentation by Yoruba group from Mexico in appreciation of Senator Adeleke's sterling performance in just 100 days in office.
The federal government has urged Nigerian youth to shun violence while embracing dialogue and the resolution of differences so as to promote peace and national unity for the growth of development of the country. The Minister of Education, Adamu, made the call in Abuja while briefing newsmen on activities lined up for the observance of the 2023 Commonwealth Day scheduled to hold on March 13, 2023. For the team forging a sustainable and peaceful common future. Adamu said Nigerians will always continue to maximize the dividends of being part of the supportive community of 56 member nations across Africa, Asia, America, Caribbean, Europe, and the Pacific. Speaking on the significance of the commemoration of the Commonwealth Day, Adamu disclosed that member state promotes Commonwealth shared values every year during the commemoration, and that the view of the conflict situation in some of the Commonwealth countries this year's celebration is calling on youth people to raise a flag of peace. President Muhammadu Buhari has joined Nigerian women in celebrating the International Women's Day observed yearly on March 8th. The president, in a statement issued by his media advisor, Femi Adesina, pledged the commitment of government to promote gender equality, respect for rights of women, and working conscientiously to remove all barriers that prevent Nigerian women from realizing their universal rights. The president also recognized the invaluable role women have played in advancing the progress of the country since independence. On the theme of International Women's Day 2023, Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, President Buhari expressed belief that his administration has leveraged on the creation of the ministry dedicated to digital economy to promote the importance of digital skills, innovation, and entrepreneurship for the child care. He hailed the hard work and dedication of Nigerian women working tirelessly in achieving results in different fields of endeavor such as education, sport, medical field, arts, entertainment, and politics, while they are still largely underrepresented. The president said he was proud to have worked and associated with some of the Nigerian's brightest women in his cabinet, government, and the international community. The rainstorm victim in Iwoye, Elisha, Oriade local government area of Osun State have been assured of timely intervention of the state governor, Senator Ademola Adeleke. The member representing Oriade State Constituency, Honorable Babatunde Ojo, gave the assurance while inspecting the affected building that were hit by the rainstorm in the community. Oluwatosin Oladokun completes the story.
The victims of the rainstorm that affected about 50 houses in the Iwoye of Oriade government area of the state were still traumatic. This is as a result of the havoc wreaked by the heavy downpour. The unpleasant development prompted member representing Oriade State Constituency in Osun State House Assembly, Honorable Desmond Babatunde Ojo, to pay the community a sympathetic visit. Honorable Ojo, who took time to inspect the affected houses which were hit by the rainstorm, expressed sadness and disheartening over the ugly incidents. He said although rainstorm is a natural disaster, but reiterated his commitment to mobilize his personal support towards ensuring that the affected buildings are fixed. According to him, it is duty bound as a representative of Uriade State constituency in the state parliament to brief governor of the state accordingly so that the immediate assistance can be rendered. He also added that the incident will be brought forward under the matter of public urgent importance, while expressing optimism that Speaker of the House, Honorable Timothy Owoye, will equally assist in fast-tracking the process from the state government's hand. He therefore sympathized and comforts the victims of the rainstorm, just as he assured them that necessary arrangements aimed at fixing the affected shelters will be made.
It's a sad event, and as a responsible representative, we must always support the cause of our people and support their means of living. So whatever I have personally, as the Honorable Representing Oriade, I will gladly contribute, and it will be with immediate effect. I will do it immediately by the grace of God.
While appealing to the government of the state, the Oluwoye of Iwoye Jesha, Oba Ogidiolu Hemos, had saluted the visitation of the lawmaker representing Oriade State constituency, Honorable Desmond Babatunde Ojo, for sympathizing and sharing the pains with the people of his kingdom. According to his account, not less than 50 houses, including St. Thomas Primary School, Iwoye Jesha, church and mosque, were also seriously battered by the rainstorm. He called on Governor Ademola Adeleke to come to the aid of the victims, noting that the majority of residents of his kingdom are penchant farmers.
We solicit for the help from all our well-wishers, the sons and daughters of Iwoye, descendant unions of Iwoye, home and abroad. We also call upon our local government, the state government of Osun State, to kindly help, come to our aid. We really need their help now.
Corroborating him was the president of Iwoye Jesha, descendant Prince Oluwole Ogbini, who narrated the devastated and heartbroken impact of the rainstorm. He said the wicked storm did not even spare the fence erected around St. Thomas Primary School, while he noted that streets such as Esheodo and Odroja were severely hit by the rainstorm.
I'm using this opportunity to appeal to our sons and daughters at home and in diaspora that they should come and assist.
Oluwatosin Oladokun, OSBC News.
Now to sports. Head coach of the Flying Eagles, Laden Bozo, says his team lost stupidly to Gambia in the semi-finals of the 2023 Under-20 African Cup of Nations. Bozo also expressed disappointment, saying his team lost all the chances and missed the penalty in the 56th minute. He, however, congratulated the Gambian for winning. The Gambia secured a famous 1-0 victory over the Flying Eagles in Cairo to qualify for the maiden final. And now to some foreign stories. Protesters have clashed with police in Georgia's capital, Tbilisi, after Parliament backed a controversial draft law which says limit press freedom and suppress civil society. A bill which will require non-governmental organizations and independent media who receive more than 20% of the funding from abroad to declare themselves as foreign agents. The adoption of the law will mark an end to Georgia's long-standing ambition to join the European Union. More than 80% of Georgia's population supports Georgia's European perspective, which is also enshrined in the country's constitution. And that ends the midday news on OSBC. It was edited by Michael Adeni. Join us at 3 for State News. My name is David Ojo. Thanks for watching and good afternoon.